All right, guys.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. All right. Can you hear me?
Yes. Check.
Yes. Check one, mic one. Right. Why are we here? So, basically, Pasan and I had a great fucking idea to come online and rant
At
about
least we
ourselves.
think it's great.
Yeah. We know it's great.
We
We
know
know
it's
it's
great.
great,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Had an amazing fucking idea to come online and express what we have learned so far in the tech industry. So, right, I forgot my whole intro. Hi, my name is Charana, and I am a tech advisor. And my friend Pasan is also a tech advisor, and that's what we are going to do with these videos. We are here to advise and guide you guys and give you guys information, uncut information, untold truths. Okay, I don't know whether we can do that.
Conspiracy theories, maybe. Area
Is
51. Is it real? I
it
don't
real?
know,
We don't
but
know.
we'll find out.
Yeah, they'll probably ask from an AI. But here's the thing, right? So we are going to focus on tech and the tech industry, not only the tech part, not only coding, not only those things. We are going to make sure that we give the full uncut industry experience from startup to corporate. So me mainly startups, Pasan mainly corporates, and just here share experience. Pasan, why don't you give an introduction?
Yeah. So when Charna said mainly corporates, it was only 6 months, but that felt like 6 years or 60 years, you can say. Like that's how that was. So yeah, then I jumped ship to a startup. So yeah, I would say I was mainly on startups as well. But yeah, so we are just gonna give you guys information about how we not how we work. Like we actually don't know how we work. So
How we
like
behave?
how we behaved. Yeah.
Very, very
Yes.
bad.
Yes. And yeah, so I've been a software engineer for nearly 7 years and been working with various tech stacks and yeah, languages, but mostly TypeScript and JavaScript. But we're not gonna talk about just that. We are gonna dive into AI and the industry trends and the bubbles that we have right now. So those kind of things. And yeah, we are very excited. Can't you guys see? Yes.
All right. You introduce your credentials and everything, dude. I forgot to give out your
Wow.
credentials.
Credentials are in my email. It's Pasan December 3. Yeah, so are we going to keep this in or?
No, cut it
Yeah.
as a producer.
No, I can type stuff into the computer and the computer listens.
All right,
Yeah,
there you go,
so
guys. That's what
yeah,
Pasan does.
yeah. So basically, I'm a product engineer. I would say I am mostly have worked on SaaS products and to build scalable SaaS products. So yeah, that's.
Today.
ඉතින් මම අද මම ඔක්කොම කරලා තියෙන SaaS products බං.
Self-realization.
What the fuck?
Was not carrot eating.
Was not carrot eating. Yeah, it is like a freight train.
I'll take over. So I am an AI product engineer. What does that mean? That means that I know how to bring AI business together so that it can scale up and integrate into a AI workflow or any sort of AI system that you want to build. Pasan and I go way back. When I first started, first started like a proper job, I would say the definition of a proper job is that I saw a lot of developers in one place actually coding and grinding towards something. And that's my definition of proper dev team. And I joined Alakazam. That was my first proper job. And shout out to Ruben and Zulita for giving me an opportunity to join Alakazam and learn and grow myself. And when I went on inside the office, and then Ruben asked me to work on push notifications, and I was in a separate area I was working. And then towards lunch, this guy comes, opens the door. He is like, in single. So I'm gonna face the single, and then I'm gonna put the translation on the bottom. And then he's like, "Big, double kya? Doctor kya? Oh, count." And then basically from that time onwards, we've just been really good friends with each other. And yeah, I mean, well, we were on and off working on two different companies, which is like Kazam, and then we went ahead and worked at Lucidec as well, which was really exciting. Yeah, that's a bit about ourselves.
Yeah, I
Yes.
actually want to give a shout out to Julie and Ruben as well, because that was my not just my actual job, like that was my first job. So because I was there as an intern and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just had a MacBook. That's it. But back in the day, like that was enough. Like you have a MacBook and you're automatically a
We were
software
the
engineer.
shit.
You're the shit. So
We were the
yeah,
shit.
but
We were carrying MacBooks
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah. But definitely learned a lot, and like it was amazing and exciting at the same time. When I met Charana, and that didn't help me at all. But
Not that exciting.
yeah. But yeah,
Well, right. Okay, let's get into it. So first video, we don't want to like ramble a lot and tell all this mumbo jumbo. So we wanted to get into some action. We want to show something, and well, what we figured out was we want to compare windsurf over cursor. So yeah,
yeah.
Pasan and
Small.
windsurf.
So small intro about Cursor and Windsurf. So I don't know if everyone is familiar. Cursor and Windsurf are both IDEs, like code editors. Cursor is a fork version of VS Code, so it's basically the same thing, but with AI powered tools, not just GitHub Copilot. It has its own composer and chat that we will get into. And yeah, Windsurf is also same thing. We haven't tried Windsurf, either of us. We are just excited to see what we can do with it. So we'll first start off with Cursor, and yes, let's jump into it now.
Yep. Full disclosure, I've been using Cursor from not day one, maybe day 7 or something when they
Yeah.
released. I've been one of the very few first users, and I'm a veteran on Cursor, and I I don't know, man. I write like what 3 lines of code and about 100 prompts a day.
And everyone had another job.
And it's very exciting. Okay, so let's get into this. Let me put this up. So how this is gonna go is I'm gonna show how Cursor works, and then Pasan's gonna show how Windsurf works, and we're gonna see how this goes. And we're gonna measure 3 things. One is we're gonna see time spent on the IDE to get our end result. The second thing is how many errors or how many mistakes the AI make that we have to keep iterating or basically revert. Third thing is how we actually feel, how are we comfortable with it? Like end of the day, it's about how we feel and how we use it, right? So yeah,
For
those are 3 things.
disclosure, I don't really trust AI, so I have spoken to Chan about it as well. Like it's a hit or miss for me. So
Pasan is not a big fan of AI. He writes all of his code by hand, and I write at least 50% of my code with AI. So it's a matter of prompting and maneuvering versus writing barebone, right? All right. So let's write this thing first.
yeah.
So I usually structure it in a way so that the AI understands better, and I don't ask it to go start writing code first. First discuss the solution with me and then write the code, right? So we are going to use the cursor, the composer, which they have removed that name. So now it's called agent only, I guess. So we are going to use this agent mode on cursor, and then we are going to give it in-math information. And yeah, so let's write it. Please generate a website, web app for managing content. There will only one content, which is articles. No, which is blogs. Let's say blogs. I don't know if I said articles earlier. tech stack. We are going to ask it to use Next.js. Do we need a database? Yeah, we do know. We'll ask it to use a good database. Use any local database that you think is good for this. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. So ideally, they use, so just let's put.
Also, it's using Cloud
feature.
3.7 Sonnet, which was released like yesterday or day before when we are recording this video.
Yeah.
So it's really expensive. So Charana is breaking his bank for like every word he writes. So yeah,
They should be able to exactly trying to make the money. They should be able to run and blog post. Should be a login mechanism. Should be an outlet that handles application. Let's give very minimal stuff and see how it goes. And then, so one reason that we are writing really bad requirements, like how average product owner would write. So we're gonna write something bad. We're gonna see how that goes. So that we can go back and see how contextual awareness works, and we can keep recursively work on this. Something I'm gonna do is
and also to that note, this is how a normal person like writes prompts. Like if you are not a prompting expert, like this is what, like if I'm not a prompting expert, like this is something I would write. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tag web into this and then ask it to do from ground up. And
can you do a bit of an explanation on how the web works? Because I have no idea. I haven't used it.
Yeah. So basically, you hold down Shift and 2 on your keyboard, and then you press W. It's like a quickly line thing right
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the IDEs cloud.
Yeah. So basically, how web works is that they take your query. So basically, your query is this entire thing, and I'm hoping that I'm quite sure that they do some query expansion and some more things on that or the layer of understanding the query, and then they run it by the web, and they pull out all the web indexes they got, and then they run through all the websites or the articles that they get, and they scrape it, they read it, they build contextual awareness, and then they incorporate it into this query that we are giving it. And then what the agent does is the agent has full control over the code base or over that folder that we have shared with it. And then it just creates, deletes, does everything. But they do ask you on how to do those things before it does. So before that, one thing I want to add is that before implementing, please converse with me on the solution. And after finalizing the solution, please start the implementation. I do this because so I can just make sure the stack is properly maintained and the comments are given, right?
And
so
also, also make sure to insert please and those kind of things into the prompt, because the agent is really anal about those kind of things.
Okay. So the time starts now, and so we are going to measure the time and mistakes and how we feel. All right, let's go. All right, so it gave us the first few things. Let's read through. Yeah, sounds about right, no?
Yeah, let's get to it.
All right. Please. And I'm actually going to tag web again, just because it's free.
Not really free, like it's expensive. As I mentioned, we are using the latest code.
It's all free, guys. So you got to pay $20 for this. I actually forgot. So yeah, I mean, you get some shit like this, and then you click run command, and then it does its thing on the terminal. And then I'm going to pop out on this on the terminal and then press Y. Would you like the code inside your search directory? Yes. Would you like to use TTL? Yes. Yep. Yes. All right. It's going to take some time, so we're going to cut the video and come back to you guys. All right. So it ran the command, it finished this first command. Now we'll do the second command, which is this. And then we're going to wait till that runs. I'm going to pop out this terminal. So when you click on pop out terminal, this will run separately and this will keep executing.
Yeah. And as Kendrick Lamar said, sometimes you gotta pop out and show. So
exactly. All right. So we did something. Now let's initialize the Prisma. Okay. So this is the database part.
And also, it's really interesting to see we are installing some encryption dependencies as well.
Oh, I need to press accept. Sorry. Oh, okay. It's just doing some stuff. Yeah, this part I have no clue. All right. Now let's create a Prisma client instance that we can use throughout our application, and it's doing that. Basically, as we speak, it keeps writing whatever's there. So if I go into now Prisma TS, you'll see so right now don't accept or do anything. Wait till everything runs here, and then you can accept all later on. But first, just let this part run. Okay, but where we are. Now let's set up for authentication. First, let's create nested directories. Okay, just some bunch of mkdirs. Okay, there's a problem.
Yeah, so it's really interesting to see that, like, then when we encounter a problem, it just goes through another iteration of it. So yeah, I think it only works when you have the composer, right? So
yeah, they don't have compose anymore now. It's just chat, I guess. Chat. So says that. So it even called lint errors and it keeps fixing itself. So it auto fixes all those things. So you don't need to worry about any of those things. See another one. I mean, yeah, it's going to take some time. So please bear with us. All right. Let's fix the interns and then note. We default stop the agent after 25 tool calls and you can resume the conversation. All right. So what do we do here? We click on resume conversation. And what happens?
There's nothing else to do.
Yeah, and then it does. It resumes. And then we let it do, and then it encountered error. Do not make uneducated guesses and do not loop more than 3 times on fixing the interiors the same fact. So this is actually the thought process. It's just showing us its own thought process, and it's being a bit hard on itself, but it's okay.
I guess that AI is also coming from a brown household.
Yes, very much. And I feel like this is overkill at this point. Like,
yeah, I feel like it's doing too much. Is it going to replace IFS? Chat, what do you think?
That's clearly a component. All right, so this is basically the thought process of 3.7 is a bit different from 3.5 plots on it. So it's showing its thought process on the chat itself, and then it's implementing back into the code base, which is pretty cool because I didn't get this with 3.5 or GPT-4.
Yeah, honestly, I tried using GPT-4 and Claude, and Claude is far better, at least for my kind of work. Yes, I used Vercel AI SDK kit to build some functionality. So basically, a recipe ingredient to product matching kit using Vercel AI SDK. I tried both GPT-4 and Claude is like miles ahead.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Spokesperson, Charana. Anthropic spokesperson.
I want to invite an explicit human stage. Fuck, man, it's taking ages. We can't complain, man. To building a CRM or any sort of content management system would have taken us like weeks back then, right? And now it's just a single prompt and it's doing everything on its own. I mean, one thing to note that is, I mean, I did build a CRM for a business using these prompts, and it worked really well. But I did encounter after about a couple of weeks, when I tried to maintain the code again, it was quite hard. And I didn't even try to maintain it like myself. I tried to use Claude 3.5 using Cursor Composer, and it kept getting it wrong like multiple times. But I did manage to fix it by fixing it manually. But yeah, there are few hiccups, but at least it gives you the starter code.
So to answer the question, is AI going to replace software engineers? What do you think, Charana?
A separate video for that.
Yes.
I'm not gonna give everything on this video. What am I, a fool? Not. But yeah, I mean, like a small idea. I don't think AI is not gonna replace engineers. AI is gonna replace workflows. AI is gonna replace overheads. It's just AI is gonna help with your redundant tasks.
Yeah, it's gonna make it more efficient, I would say.
Yeah, it's gonna make your life easier. And of course, some people will lose their jobs, and that's definitely the case. I mean, that's how even industrialization happened, right? It's just
maybe after our companies will see this video and like they will like they will pay Anthropic absurd amount and get Claude to do our work.
Yeah, probably. There's like bunch of agentic platforms that is coming up. Problem with all these agentic platform, what I feel like is there's too much bloatware in it. Like it's just way too much. Like it's just they did build a product that accommodate an enterprise, I would say, or like a very high level thing, but it's just the actual throughput is not there when you try to do something, right? So as an example, I mean, I don't think I'm eligible to name the platform, but I did use one of these agentic platforms, right? And I tried to build a small sales funnel. And this is basically like very, very simple thing. Like you get a bunch of email list, and then you blast emails to them, and then build auto reply system. And we paid quite a bit of money just to implement that entire thing into that agentic platform. And then later on, I went ahead and just coded everything from ground up, and that costed us like, I think, 1/10 of the entire cost that went to that platform. It's just what the problem with the platform was, that we were paying for other things that we don't have use for. So it's too much, too distorted, too much stuff going on in there. And yeah,
and that's one of the things that I found was that, like, if you're building a very specific, like very client specific thing, it's really hard for AI to do. I mean, like, I have used it for I have built a React based widget system. So those kind of things, it's very client specific, right? So I haven't used the agent, but the AI system will have a hard time figuring out those kind of, like, the edge cases specifically. So
yeah. So we just finished it, and I did press accept, and I tried to run. It failed, so I copied the fail error. So I'm just gonna use the terminal and see. So it asked me to do npm run dev, and I'm gonna open it on screen. All right, we got an error. So I'm just gonna copy this error, go back here, tell that error, please fix.
this is like a 5-year-old talking to the AI.
All right, let's see how it handles this. As I suspected, the login page file is empty. I'll create a proper login page.
And it's interesting to see that there's no like the AI haven't put a default export in that file as well, right? So it's, I mean, even
picks up all this.
Yeah, but I think even like intern would make that kind of mistake, right? So
AI hater. Why are you even doing this video? That's fun.
I'm just here hater. Our serial hater.
All right,
No, I think
let's
that's
see.
the good thing about having both of us here, right? I'm just not trying to get like kicked out of this. So
Yeah.
I mean, like Charana is giving his perspective because he's using AI quite a lot, and I'm not, and I'm very
I am an AI advocate.
yes, and I would say
Yes.
I'm
An
I just
advocate.
I'm yeah, I'm very
Just advocate.
reluctant to using AI to build certain things, but I mean I do use it for like repetitive tasks. But
Right. So I'm going to close this terminal. I'm going to take the power out terminal. I'm going to press accept all, and let's open this up and see. All right. Here
right,
we have.
the UI kind of
So
sucks, but
it's in dark mode. It says static route here. Wow. Don't need that. Wow, that failed. um, maybe we need to read on this? No? Oh, nothing works. Oh, right, I don't know. This loaded on 301 because I had the earlier one running. My bad. All right, sign up. Full name. And just put my details. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sign up. Successful. 1, 2,
so
3,
far
4,
so
5,
good.
6, 7, 8. Sign in. All right. Can't read the text. It's okay. So it has a dashboard. It has post. It has new post, but it doesn't highlight which tab you're on. It's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but still, this is like there's good. There's good progress.
yeah, like can't see the text, but it's
Yeah,
okay.
but the accessibility is shit. But
AI cursor CRM. I'm just gonna put. Actually, let me get some lorem ipsum. Right. Yeah. Okay. Publish immediately. If uncheck, the post will be saved as a draft. Wow. Okay.
wow.
Okay. We'll first do create post, and it has like
Honestly,
yeah,
it doesn't look that bad.
it doesn't look that bad to be honest. Yeah. And then these are the posts, and yeah, I mean this is a CRM. I forgot you can't view the post, so you can only edit it. Yeah, that's error. That's error. What is this? Copy. Love errors. Because I just have to copy paste it.
Yeah, I think it's around per arm.
3, 6. All right. While that's happening, let's go back. Go back to our dashboard. Click on view. Okay. So we get the data here.
Can we ask the AI to fix the font colors as well?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, honestly, considering the time like we actually have to spend if we were to build it from scratch, right?
Yeah. I mean that unemployment is hitting me now, you know.
Like slowly creeping up on you, huh?
It's creeping up. Yeah. It's hitting.
Yeah, I think I need to make some calls then.
Fucking A. All right, let's do a draft until this thing figures out its thing. So let's call it a draft article and do the same stuff and get a different one. Yeah, create post. Yeah, it got dropped, got published. Actually, pretty damn job. Good job. So under the hood, it's doing this, right? So one thing you can do is like while this is actually doing this part, you can just go ahead and like do something else on another piece of code. So it's like having another dev working next to you. It's quite
Yeah, honestly, it's like you having your own assistant, right? Like your own intern, that sort of thing.
I don't have that somewhere. So I'm gonna click on open terminal and then it's gonna open on a different terminal and open this thing and then let's see. Refresh.
And I know you guys can't see my screen or my hands, but actually I'm writing the code. Charan is actually putting in the chat and I'm writing the code. Like
exactly what's happening. So we're gonna edit this to have like bunch of it's gonna have that. And save changes. And I'm gonna refresh. I'm gonna no, that's not the one. Yeah, I mean works really good.
thanks pretty
Really
well.
fucking well, right? Okay, let's do this now. So it can take images. So I don't know whether I told about this. So you can basically like take a screenshot of it and go back here and tell just remove that. the text visible enough. Yeah, I can just say that and then present it. And then I think it'll probably.
Honestly, those kind of things, I mean, like,
Yeah.
you
So
can
actually, I
fix
can
it.
show you this like fix with AI. So what it does is it uses an inline AI and then it just fixes it.
I mean, I have
Like,
used that, to be honest.
yeah, you use that. No, you don't use the composer.
Because I like to be in control. I'm a control freak when it comes to my code.
Are you a top part about it? Don't
You
answer that.
already know.
We don't know whether it's writing optimal code or not, right? So one way to know about that is that you can basically ask the same agent, maybe a different, you can open a new empty chat and ask the same agent to review your code and optimize it if it's needed. Or you can do it yourself. Just go check if it's written good code or not. I mean, I wouldn't know. I only write shit code. So
But at least we have jobs, so
that's right. AI. What do you have? Nothing. All right. Let's run this again and see. Right.
That's some exercise. Like, that's
Much
really
better. Very big though.
good.
This still the
It's
text sounds
still,
from.
I mean, we have to be specific with the prompt. I think we should like tell the agent that the input field text is.
Going to be a bit more specific, so it does a very accurate job. Then don't forget the secret sauce. Please fix. Thank you. And heart emoji.
Yeah.
And I tag that because it's free.
You have that Sahara Dar Varsikat.
Yeah. So I just gave the image, right? So what it does is it tries to match it with the files that you have. So it goes and searches the files and it actually found that file. And then basically it's going to iterate with itself and do a thought process with itself and then fix the code.
Okay, so it has done all the necessary changes. So we just have to click accept all, and it's also nice to see that it explains the changes, right? Like it lists down all the changes that it has done.
All right, it fixed that issue as well. There you go. Well, it did it. Really big, but
Yeah, I mean,
it did it.
those, like, we can't be really picky when it comes to those like UI stuff, right? It's the logic itself, and then let's say.
So I just click on delete and then it has a warning post, and but the delete post is not colored. So I'm just gonna get that right also. And then at this point, since it has the context, I'm just gonna say, you know what to do. And then I'm gonna do like a smirk face. Let's see if it actually gets it. Yes, there it is.
Figuring it out.
There you go. It knows what to do.
I feel like it's time to review our contracts, the employment contract.
Because you have to open a ticket, you have to attach screenshots,
Yeah.
you have to explain what was the bug needs to be fixed.
And get the information from the stakeholders. Like that's the
None of
shittiest
that.
thing. Yeah.
You just put this, you know what to do, and then it does. All right, let's accept it, and it compiled it here itself. There you go.
Yeah.
Done. You can just easily delete the post now. Earlier I couldn't because I couldn't read the text. All right, so another thing, right? The highlighted this thing doesn't show, right? Would be really interesting if you can pick that up. Let's see. Can you figure out what is wrong here and fix it? It's in the navigation bar on the web app because I don't want it to get mistaken with the of the navigation bar. Yeah, I mean, it got it, like it got that it's not properly highlighting the active link. And now it's checking and doing it. The fuck? Chat, are we cooked?
We are cooked, fab.
Pasan's face. Just fucking should we even put this video out?
Yeah, I'm really
You know,
hesitant now.
you know what's gonna happen? I mean, it's already happening. But it would be funny if someone watched this video, specifically a product manager or product owner, and
Yes.
they just to do it with themselves. Like, you don't need all these devs.
Yes.
Don't need to I can go through shit with devs. Just
No, but what
prompt it.
one of the things I found is that the AI doesn't necessarily always give the best code, like the fully optimized version, right? So sometimes
That's a really good point. But I'm going to counter argue and ask you, why do you need the most optimized best code if it's only AI writing and AI maintaining it?
yeah, that's actually true. But when it comes to like optimizing bundle size and those kind of things, like optimizing the build processes, I mean, it's good to have like the best version, right? I mean, of course, if
Sure.
it's just the AI maintaining it, we don't have to care about anything.
All right, so we have some sort of an error. This is not yet supported in client components, only server components. There is often accent. It's all right. It's trying to do stuff on a client component that works on this thing. What's the magic word? Error, please fix. Don't forget the heart emoji. For me, what I see is that, I mean, if an AI can write this piece of code, and then if an AI is maintaining and doing it, just let it do. I'll tell you why. Take a look at like big big corporations that who has like legacy code bases, right? What do they do with that? They just keep adding more scaffoldings and like shit to it, so it just holds up, right? So if they can survive, might as well AI can survive, right? I mean, you can basically build the entire business out of it.
And also one interesting way that I use AI is that so we have an admin panel which is wrote using Angular, but it uses Jade as a templating engine. I don't know if everybody knows Jade. It's a really old templating engine, right? So it uses Pug extension files. So it's basically it's a very different to HTML, right? So what I do is I use AI to convert all the J templates to HTML because it's a very repetitive task, right? So those kind of things, having an AI is like it's actually very time saving.
Yeah, it's actually true. Talking about time saving, I'm just going to remove all the unnecessary stuff on the sentence, and I'm just going to do a Kevin Malone version of this. Text not visible, fix, and hot. Let's see how
Yes.
it handles that. Yeah, placeholder text in the input field is very light and difficult to read. You got it. I mean, I feel like I don't even need to write anything, just the image would do. Oh yeah, why don't I do that? Hold on, stop. Right. By the way, there's this thing where restore last checkpoint. So basically, it will restore up to this part. So before this part, the way the code was, so that way you don't mess your code up. I mean, even if it messes up, you can just ask it to redo it again. So that's what we're going to do here. And gonna click on that. Undo all changes up to this checkpoint and redo these changes later, thing like that. Then, yeah. Let me think it took the early one. You just put that, press enter, see what happens. All right. Yep.
Yeah.
Sure. Got it. And basic things like that you can understand. So think it derives that quite easily from the image. So that's
Honestly, I think this AI agent is the only thing that will be able to understand product managers because usually they don't have any like context. They just come out and like, okay, how many story points to do like
is
some
that
wizard,
is that what
wizard
we're
as
doing
shit.
now? Are we taking
Yeah.
shit on project managers?
Yeah. Nope, nope.
No, I mean I've worked with really good product owners and product managers. I have to say that because I know one of those or multiple one of those people gonna watch this video. And full disclosure, it's Pasan, not me.
No. I have worked with good product managers as well, but
No,
there are.
exactly. You already talk shit about people. Stay true to your word, man. Oh, it's searching the code base everywhere and it's fixing the issue. That's pretty cool.
I mean, why did it do it the first time around?
Why is it? Let's update the delay. Yeah. I think it did, but it missed it, and I think it's doing it again. Is that what's happening? All right. Accept all, and then refresh.
It works.
All right, there you go. Looks perfectly fine. Create the post. Draft is there. Lovely. Sign out. Ask you to sign out. Oh, what is this? Registration
Oh, that's
successful.
a lot.
Please sign
Yeah.
in. So I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna say this you have to anyway specify. And you can like basically tell when I logged out, I got this. That's all you have to say. No, that's not the issue. No, stop. When I logged out, I got a banner saying
Registration is successful.
please sign in. Let's ask why is that? So it explains us what the issue as well. Even when you just logged out, which is confusing, this happens because the login page is likely showing the success message that meant only for users who initially or is actually those who just logged out. First, just check in fixes. Now I understand the issue. Let's look at how to log out functionality works. Let's sign out. Now I understand the issue. Let's fix the login page and show this vision successful engine. Okay. Interesting. It's been a lot of UI editing. Every round it goes, it edits the UI.
I don't want to hate on Tailwind because then I will be labeled as a hater, like like a like a generic hater. Like I'm hating on everything.
All right. So it fixed the issue and it keeps explaining what the root cause, the solution, and then it gives you some additional improvements as well, which we don't need right now. But let's go test this out. We still see it.
Oh, because you can see in the URL params it says register.
Yes. Very
You
true.
can try it.
Right. Let me just log in first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we log out. Sign out. You don't see it anymore. But let's sign up with Pasan.
Yay!
Or let's Pasan at gmail.com. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this makes sense. And then I forgot what I put. Pasan.
Use your top post.
And then log out.
It's in there.
So the workflow is the issue. So it doesn't understand.
Yeah, I think when you click the log out, it just it's using the router. I think.
Happens because when we click log out, another screen shows up. So I'm just going to give you a bit of guidance as well. So it's basically it needs to fix the URL params because it takes the URL params here and then it only updates this, right? So I'm just going to give a bit of information. and then present him. So we'll do the same for Windsurf as well. Fair game. All right, so that was done. Let's open the terminal. All right, so I'm gonna again go use the normal workflow and see how this works.
I think for the normal workflow, it should work fine.
So we log out. It just logs you out now. Perfect.
No. Just, yeah. But try putting that URL param in the search bar and then try to log in and log out.
What was it? Registered? True, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7. It's fixed.
It's fixed.
It basically removed the entire
Remove
page,
the entire
and
page,
I mean, that's one way to fix it, right?
yeah.
All
I
right.
was gonna say, yeah.
Time. All right, so you're going to start the time. You're going to show the time on the screen somewhere here, right here. So this is how much time it took.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to jump to Windsurf now. All right, guys, we are back in different t-shirts.
Yes.
It's
We did
definitely cut.
Yes. No, we did a costume change.
Yes. And
because
weather change.
Yeah, weather change, and there was Colombo Fashion Week as well.
Have to attend, of course.
Yeah, I have to attend. So yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Actually, we didn't attend.
No, yeah, we were on the runway.
Yeah. Okay, so in the last video, not in the last video, right? The last video that we recorded, but we are gonna like combine it together. But we went through Cursor and we built. What the hell did we build?
You don't remember the previous recording so much.
Yeah.
Okay, we built a CMS for
CMS.crm.
blog post.
Blog post
using not a CMS, not a CMS, CRM, yes.
CRM, yeah. So,
what does CRM stand for? Content Revolutionized Management.
Yes, exactly that. But
customer relationship management. We are not building a CRM. CRM is a customer relationship management.
Yeah, we are building a CMS. Yeah.
What the fuck are we building? Hold on. Yeah, we are building a CMS. I was right.
CMS. I said CRM.
No, it's not a CRM. We are building a CMS.
Yeah, it's a CMS.
Yes.
Yeah. So, we built it using Cursor, just the AI composer. We didn't do a single line of code by hand. So today we are gonna. Not today. I keep saying today, but it's still the same video. So
yeah, it's same time.
Yeah. What we are gonna do now is we are gonna use Windsurf, which is another AI-based code editor. We haven't used, like, either of us haven't used it, so it's gonna be the first time. So I installed it, and I will like go through the UI and try to figure it out at the same time. So yeah, let's get cracking. So we'll try to build the same application, and we'll see how the results will look like.
And to give the full real experience, I will be playing the role of Pasan's project manager.
Oh, no.
And I will be micromanaging him throughout the entire thing. Right.
Okay, so we are inside the code. So ideal to the Cursor composer, what we have here is called a cascade. So basically it's the composer, but with a different name. So it has all the same models, the premium models, and the non-premium model, which is similar to Cursor Small, is called Cascade Base. So I think we're going to just use the Claw 3.7 Sonnet because we need to make it a fair game, right? So let's start. So you have two options. You can either write to the not the composer, like Cascade, or you can just chat in Cascade. So we will write to the composer. So yeah, let's start. So I will use the similar prompt which Charana used, but I will write it. It in my wording.
Same prompt.
I'm not gonna say please.
No, you have to use the same prompt. No? It's like then fair game. No?
Yeah, let's then.
But something notable, right? So it's same prompt, same model that we are using. We use 3.7. Oh, did we use 3.7? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
We use 3.7 and we are using 3.7 here. Cloud is so far quite the best at this. So we're just probably going to check how the underlying layer works with their technology. I would say how they do their RAG and how they do their mechanisms on fulfilling the requirement. Should we tag web on this? Do they have that?
Yeah, let's do. I think so. Let's just all right, they do have it. So,
All right. Put it all the way on the bottom. Pretty please, Ane.
wait, what the hell? Okay, please, Sunny. That web. Yes. So let's try. Let's again see.
That actually searches the web, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was fast.
yeah, yeah. And also, one thing to notice is that when you add the web here, it shows you what it's doing actually. In Cursor, I don't think we can see what it does.
There's an internal error. No credits consumed on this tool called nice.
So
did you see
we
how
have,
fast the web search and indexing and the scraping went? Like it was so fast it broke Cascade.
yes, yes.
So far,
Right now,
not looking good.
not looking good. And by the way, I'm using the free version because I'm still not paying for AI. I refuse to pay for AI.
But on the if you like all the way down on the bottom bar, it says trial, right? Click on that. Click on trial. So here you will see there's like the premium user prompt credits 50 and then premium flow actions for 197, right? So this is more than enough for us to do our test case, and this is what you get on the pro version as well. Yeah, I mean, that's it. I think it broke, dude. I think you need to rerun the query again from top. Rerun it from there again. Yeah.
Do it this step.
So when you do that, what it does is it actually, if it has generated any code, it basically reverts everything back to this message and this checkpoint. Well, again
From the top. Let's go. Okay, then straight to authentication.
bruh, what's
I think we
happening?
need to. No, I think in order to look at the Next.js docs, it needs to use tool calling. I think for the free version, there's a limited.
Yeah, but they use tool calling for anything that you do here, right? Everything that you tag here and separate is a tool, except for the prompt. But yeah, I mean, no, it's working. I guess it's running. It's actually showing what it's doing also,
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I think probably that's why we don't feel the time is going, because on Cursor you don't see what's actually happening behind the scene on when you do a web search.
Yes. Yes.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we'll see, and it also shows the web results that they are used. So, okay, it has gone to medium.com as you can see here. It uses medium.com.
That arrow helped. Thank you.
Huh?
The arrow helped. Thank you. Okay, we get it. You have an arrow. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I was just trying to show off my demo skills.
5 minutes later.
So how's your day?
It's
Okay.
going.
It's
Okay,
generating.
so we have a proposed solution. So based on my research, will be proposed solution for your blog management proposed solution. So it's the same as Cursor, right? So for the front end, we have Next.js 14, database SQLite, Prisma ORM, and for authentication, Next.js auth, credential provider, and for styling tailgate. So pretty basic, right? So yeah, we have the architecture pretty similar to what we had at Cursor. So let's try. So what should I do here? So I'm not really familiar with prompts, so I'll
just start implementing.
yes, start implementing this. Please, you have to do that with the heart. If I remember. Like this.
Old school hearts.
Yes.
Can you hover over the Hamler tool on the bottom?
What the hell is that?
MCPs. Okay, that's terminal, I'm assuming. What's the other one? Documents? Oh, no, changes all.
Yeah, the file changes.
Right, okay. The changes that it's going to make. I mean, this is slow, and of course, it might be because that we are on a trial version, maybe. I don't know. So, yeah. Now I feel like this is not a fair comparison. But still, the output that it generates should be the same because we are using premium credits, right? So it makes sense.
No, but I did a little bit of research as well. Like everyone is saying Cursor is like the UX part of Cursor is way better than Windsurf because it's very user friendly and because it's very similar to VS Code, right? So it's basically VS Code.
But it's taking a lot of time. That's a bad thing.
Yeah, that's a bad thing. Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest. I use Cursor for like a couple of months without upgrading until I had a reason to upgrade, and even then, it was not this slow. I mean, it like this experience is bad.
Yeah, because even currently I'm still using Cursor on like I'm still on the free tier, right? So
yeah. We are not sponsored by Cursor. I mean, we are not sponsored by anything. This is our first fucking video.
Yeah.
Who the hell's going to sponsor?
We are sponsored by ourselves.
Yeah, barely.
I can't even I don't even have a line. Charana has 2 lights, so yeah.
God damn it, don't expose my lighting.
It's using run this from okay,
so it didn't bother to oh wait, hold on. Which folder are you on? Are you on a certain folder, or did you just open Windsurf?
I opened Windsurf, but on the terminal I'm on a certain.
Okay. Yeah. So then it makes sense, right? So it's trying to figure out where to go and place this. So it does make sense.
Actually, that's my bad. I didn't give it a proper directory. I didn't open Windsurf in a proper directory. So
it's having access issues.
Now it's trying to install everything.
Okay, installing dependencies and stuff. Yeah. You made it extra harder for Windsurf.
Yes.
Future of engineering people.
Yes. You just stare at the screen and just keep accepting.
Keep accepting your fate.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds right. Yes, please continue.
Sounds right. And also, I keep noticing that it's installing the same libraries or the packages that we used in Cursor as well.
But does it tell people? It tells node modules are not disruptive enough. So go make your own node modules.
We have the package.json, but why can't I see any other files?
Because you're not in that directory.
Yeah, but
I have no fudging.
Okay, I'm just going to click
no
accept.
Freaking clue. It's done.
I think so. So let's try opening that.
Okay. There you go. That's done.
All right. Yes, I trust the authors. Of
course. I think you lose your chat, right?
Chat. Did we lose your chat?
You can just ask.
You can just
There you go.
This one, yeah. So,
okay, so it's done.
I think it's done.
But it didn't tell you how to run. No, I didn't give you like a guideline of that. So there's that. But anyway, no. Why don't we just run it? We know, just run it.
Okay.
Click on the issue. Bottom left there.
Yeah.
Copy that. Paste that.
Okay. Please, I'm gonna follow your footsteps. Please, it's this error. Then okay. So initially, it has not created a layout or a global CSS. Like that's pretty weird, right? Those are very standard things. Now only they create the AI created the page like the initial index page file and the layout. It's very weird to see because those are pretty basic things, and it's using the same model, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, That's quite weird. Why is it doing it only now? Did we not give enough information, or?
No, but we use the same prompt, right?
Yeah. Of course. Press, accept. Yeah. No, I mean, Cursor also had its own like little bit of hiccups, but because it did create the starter code pretty well, I guess.
I don't really have the patience to wait. I just want to go into the code and check it out myself, but I'm just gonna wait.
The Cursor also took some time, to be honest, right?
Yes.
Yeah, took its sweet time.
Yeah, but it still didn't have these issues. I mean, Cursor had its own issues, but these are like pretty basic ones, right?
Yeah, that's what. Let's see. Different issues. Maybe the approach is different there.
Maybe the AI is fighting back against me.
It gets me thinking, dude. Are there any more like AI IDEs?
I'm pretty sure there are. These are the top two.
Famous ones, right? Amazon Q is there. I don't know what that is.
It's more like a tool. Yeah, I think it's a bit similar to Cloud Code, the terminal, but not like exactly that, but it's a little bit similar.
That's interesting.
Okay, now it's starting to create everything, but what we said in the prompt was like fix the error, right? So now it's trying to create the whole system session, create the registration page and API endpoints and navbar component. Okay, I'm just gonna hit accept all. Okay, I think it's done. So shall we try running it again? Okay, still getting an error, but it's only looks okay. It's a tailwind error. And getting this error, please. I'm losing my faith in Windsurf.
Slowly losing it.
After every prompt, it's come down. Losing my faith a little bit. Yeah. Search.
I want to go home.
Wow.
Yeah. They take way too much time.
Yes.
Your accept. Then go down.
Okay, it's trying to reinstall Tailwind. Okay, so accept. Okay, now it's trying to update the for CSS config. So, okay, it's still trying to initialize Tailwind. Okay, it's using code 3.1. It says it's running, but it works. It works now.
All right.
Let's get
register.
Okay. From the looks of it, I so far like the UI that it has generated. Because the previous UI actually terminates. But it looked like it was from 2013. So
I agree.
Yes, so Pasan.
Do you think the browser has any part to play in this?
I don't think so. So I'm using Arc. You use Chrome, but still uses the Chromium. It runs on Chromium, right? So
correct.
Okay. So should I use my actual email?
Don't want to. Click.
Okay, let's create an account. Okay, we get an error. What's that?
Since it's Next.js, maybe check the terminal as well.
Yeah. Wait, it's actually calling an API?
Yeah, it's the Next.js server-side API. What does it say? There's a terminal. What? It's running? Oh, right. Oh, it's so fucking cool. So it's running the terminal on the Cascade itself.
On the Cascade itself.
So it's listening to everything, and then something happened. It listened to it, and it's fixing it while it's running. There's literally that joke where you like do production changes while production is on live. Just that's pretty cool. That's really cool.
No, but I don't think it's actually trying to fix itself.
I think it can listen to it. So go back. So now this jump, right? So the error is there. And then just like this.
Shall we try insert it?
Oh yeah. Click on that, maybe.
Nope, that's not it.
No, don't do that. Okay, just on the chat itself, tell that some getting an error saying something went wrong and internal 500 request for the endpoint of auth register.
So once it starts running, you can't actually interact with the cascade. So you have to stop the application running.
Just press enter. No.
No, I did.
Okay.
Then you have to.
No, like when you press enter, it doesn't do anything, is it?
No, it didn't do anything. It showed up
okay.
small prompt saying. Okay. So let's try this. Okay, we have a rocket emoji, so it's always a good sign, right?
So your database is now synced with probably local. Christmas key. Everything's local, right? Yeah. It's taking way too much time.
But at least the UI is nice, right? Even though it doesn't work.
So far, the login part of it is nice.
I hate that it's not showing us what it's doing, right? Is it thinking or is it just generating the code? Okay, it's back. Okay, apparently there's an update available, but why didn't it install the latest version? Chat, we are back.
Chat, why are they updating?
But apparently chat is not back.
Chat is dead. I want to know why it takes so much time to generate.
Yeah. I mean, it should at least show like it should stream the response of the AI, right? Like at least you will feel like something is happening when it says.
I mean, I don't know, but keeping stream aside, like it's taking quite a bit of time. Okay, I've been seeing all these Twitter people, like users on Twitter posting about Windsurf is really good. It killed Cursor and all this jargon, but I mean, from my experience, this is, to be honest, not that great.
Yeah. So you can see CSS, let's create the blog page since it doesn't exist. Like, why didn't it create it when we were initializing the project? So those kind of things are like pretty.
I mean, I've noticed that in Cursor as well, that happens sometimes, given that, contextual awareness is built up using different ways. So I kind of understand why that would happen, I guess.
Yeah, but when we use Cursor, it created all the nested components and pages, right?
Yeah, it did that first. That's true.
It's running. Let's change this to 8,000. Register. Okay, let's try it. Still giving an error.
It's internal error. Just copy that entire thing and just paste it.
Yeah. So
Did accept all first, actually. And then, try.
then doing it like this. See, as you can see, you can't actually chat, like enter anything into the prompt.
Press enter again. Press enter again.
Yeah, but what it does is it ends the current session. Current session, as in it stops the server, right? So.
Yep. Now it's fast.
It's having way too many problems with Prisma. Okay, it's using a new. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, slow. Okay.
That's gonna break. No, it worked.
No, it
I see. I
nice.
used the same
Yeah.
stuff. Forgot the password.
Yes. Let's see. Ah. Okay. We are in.
UI
Okay.
is so good.
Yes. The UI is quite similar, but it looks a bit, let's say, bit modern, right? Like the
I mean, it looks
font
more,
sizes.
yeah, it looks more
and
relevant and
yeah.
kind of
Yes.
uses good practices and all.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah. When it's okay,
It
it has
has
the
the
same issue. So in previously when we used cursor, it did not show the active route properly. So it's nice to see that it has the same issues, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, shall we try creating a new blog? Okay.
I guess UI wise, this is doing a good job because it did a good Google search. Because I didn't see
Yes.
on Cursor it did much comprehensive Google search like this. It went through stuff and it went through Medium articles and all those things, right?
And also cursor, it had this font color issue, right? Where the
Yeah.
font color
Yeah.
was like, it was very hard to read. So this is
Pasan's laser
this.
pointer.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, look at this.
So that was God.
Let's try creating a blog. Okay.
That's nice.
That's nice. That's nice.
So can we view it?
Yeah. Nope.
All right. So this is a problem.
Yeah. So just ask the chat to fix it. Chat,
Yeah,
what is it? You enhance. Okay. And one thing I noticed is that even though it stops the server, that port is still in use. So it's very weird. I don't think it completely kills the session.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Wow. Just like back in college.
We didn't go to college together. What the fuck?
Yeah. No, but I'm pretty sure that's what you did in college. But maybe not because you're a fucking nerd.
No, I mean, started doing some brain cells in college. Wait, what's college? Are we referring to university?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes. In school, I was not normal.
Yes. Okay. It says now I've implemented all the necessary components for viewing, editing, and deleting block procedure not available. So it uses dynamic routing. Decides to see that it should now allow you to view in the Excel. Okay. Okay, it's done. Let's try this again. So let's refreshing. Taking quite a all the refresh.
Are you running the server?
Yeah, I mean, I'm using the old port, but it's okay. It's done. So let's try. Okay, by then it's working. It's not working. So what I'll do is I'll run the project by myself. So run dev. Oh, it's using the old
You need
ports
to
are
kill all the
still.
other ports.
Yeah.
Actually, ask the not composer Cascade to kill all the other ports.
Or the hardware running. All
right. It's gonna kill it's gonna kill 3003 as well. But let's see what.
No, but that one I did it by myself, right?
Yeah, but still it wouldn't know, right?
Okay, kill 3000. Okay.
It's killing the 3003. That's 3000 PID. How would it know
Yeah.
what the others are? Oh, there you go. Okay, okay. That's what we need. Wait. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.
Yeah, because
Did you
it
have?
killed the existing one.
Yeah,
which I
go all the way
created.
up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. What was the fifth one?
Maybe crashed my Mac.
I mean, so far everything's working, so just see the kitchen's on fire.
Yeah. My wife is streaming, so.
Something got killed. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, 3000 up again.
Okay, let's try. Let's try.
All right, it's loaded.
So that. Okay, it shows the password URL. So that sucks.
So what's
And-
happening now? Did we?
and-
Okay.
Well,
we
there
set-
was that. So let's
Okay.
try view.
All
Okay,
right.
works.
Delete.
Works. So let's
Edit.
try editing first.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, it has right load as well. So.
That's very.
But one
even
thing
I
we
don't
can't do
notice.
here is we can't save it as a draft, right?
Yeah, that you can't. Yes, that I don't think you have access. Did you try editing before you did it?
Yeah, editing, just look after edit. So let's try
Alright.
saving. So yeah.
That's nice. Do a full refresh on the page just to see if it actually pulls from the.
Yeah.
It is okay.
Okay.
And then we just have to delete it and see whether it gets deleted.
And let's
Colors
let's
are
try
really
it.
nice.
Colors are really
Yeah,
nice
sorry.
and the font sizes and everything, but I think we should ask it to figure out the UI issue, right? So
You have to create new blog, the entire thing, and then it will kind of figure out. But I think you're hovering over new blog, so that would be a bad indication.
yes. So snap clean shot. Let's use that. Okay, so let's try adding that.
Fix the issue on maybe you just put fix the issue. Let's see what happens.
There is an issue here. It did it. I don't think it's taking the screenshot. Can I still delete this?
Did it not? Actually, go back. Do this thing next. Stop the cancel, and then click on that, and then revert back to that one. Yeah.
Okay. Proceed.
Do this actually. No, just do command enter. Maybe that works. Command enter didn't do that, no?
No, even if I paste it, it's still gonna like paste it up here.
So does it not understand images?
So when I type in image, it's saying it.
No, definitely not the case. But I think the first time it bugged out. The image didn't get attached to the chat.
Okay, and it's saying, looking at the image, I can say that create new blog page, but there seems to be an issue with the form submission. And we know it's not a problem with the form submission.
Okay, now we know it can't figure it out. Just go back, revert, and tell the selected navigation item is not highlighted.
Let's try reload. See, it works now. So
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
okay. Apparently it has fixed the issue, but
Okay, so I think that completed that.
Yeah.
So it's on 3001 now.
3001 now, yeah, it's fucking annoying.
Okay.
Okay, we're here.
Click on blogs. Doesn't navigate to blog anymore.
No, it's still using 3. Come on now.
No, maybe. Okay, it's around 3001 now.
Where to log in again? It's
Maybe there was an auth issue. Oh, maybe that's fine.
yeah, now
Right. It works. And sign out. Does that work?
Yeah.
Click on it again. Maybe.
I did it slowly.
Why does it take time?
Yeah, that's
why?
the.
Is
I mean,
it because it's
sign-up.
using the Prisma?
No, but for the sign out, it
Thing?
doesn't need to use Prisma. Like, I mean, if it has a, I mean, I'm pretty sure it has made a connection to the database, right? It should just kill the database connection and just sign out.
I mean, I have no clue. I mean, I didn't write the code. Neither
Neither did I. So,
I mean, killing the session maybe. Yeah. Okay. Just okay. Logout doesn't, sign out doesn't work. So we need to fix that. Let us quickly fix and come back.
Logged in, and let's click sign out and see. It works now. No. Okay, the sign out works. So yeah, I think that's it, right, Charana?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. No, I did actually. I was like, sign out. Okay, sign out worked. Everything worked. I mean, all in all, UI wise, I think Windsurf did a really good job. Just the login button and all the other buttons does not match. The color and all, I don't know why, but this is amazing, right?
Yeah, the UI looks pretty clean, but even though it use the same AI model, right? It both use Cloud 3.7, but this one's UI is pretty.
I think UI-wise, Windsurf is good, of course.
Yeah, and also explaining the use of webhook, right, in the Cascade composer. So it shows what kind of web searches it's doing. Those kind of details are nice, but the overall performance of it, I'm still.
Yeah, I mean, it's slow, but maybe I'll use it for another week and see whether it actually has any good value for this. If there is any value from the trial, I'll probably buy the pro version and see how that goes. Or maybe I'll just buy the pro version and we test it out. Let's see. We'll update soon. But so far, I mean, overall, time-wise, we're going to put the time here and the time for Windsurf, and then we're going to show the timings for both, and then we have no clue what that is, but you will. And at the same time, I feel like, I don't know, I'm maybe a bit biased, but Cursor is better. It's quite faster. It's intuitive. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, for me, it's the same. I mean, the user experience is quite straightforward, right? It's basically the VS Code, like I said this earlier as well. So it's pretty easy to use, and it's way faster than this. So a little bit confusing at times.
I mean, I won't go back to Windsurf right now, I would say, but let's see. But for me, I think Cursor is more user-friendly and intuitive, and it's easy to use in a certain way, and it understands better. But the UI was quite bad. Not bad, I mean, the UI was not that great. But when it comes to Windsurf, the UI was great. I'm assuming that is because of how the web analysis that it did. It searched well. It didn't, I mean, it did a good job on searching, most importantly, finding the sources. So building the contextual awareness wise, I think it did a good job, but executing wise, it didn't do a good job when creating the pages and those things. So I know there's give or take on certain areas, but I still feel like Cursor, you can like nudge it into the right direction, but you can say that for Windsurf as well. So So those are our takeaways, I would say. My
And
takeaway is that
my
it's like
takeaway is
half-assed.
you need to create everything from scratch by yourself and write the fucking code by yourself. Like, come on, guys, don't let AI take your job.
Pasan's definitely gonna go jobless in 2 weeks. So
If I'm gonna go jobless in 3 weeks, I'm screwed.
okay. So, but the actual key takeaway is that yes, you need to write code from scratch, of course, but at the same time, you can assist these tools the same way that you install a code formatter, you install, I would say, Prettier, all these linters, to using bunch of Python libraries. All of these are conveniences, right? That you build. You don't write everything from scratch, but you do. So AI is a bit more advanced in that sense, but it doesn't mean that you're supposed to offload it to AI and just, sit back. Something that we did throughout this entire video.
Yeah.
But so,
Yeah.
but you're supposed to use it as a you're supposed to use it as an assistant tool only. But of course, proofread your code before you push it, because I mean AI.
Yeah, that's actually a key point, right? Like, you need to read, even though we can't always guarantee that the AI will give you the best code, right? So you have to proofread it. Like, that's one of the key things for me, because I mean, you need to have certain knowledge about the things that you're doing in order to use the AI. Because let's say an intern goes and try to integrating features or doing bug fixes using AI, if he doesn't know what he's doing, it's like you will be screwed, right? So I think that's one of the main things, at least for me.
100%. And even something that I do with a couple of places where I work is that I actually recently introduced a PR reviewing tool called CodeRabbit that was evaluated between CodeRabbit and Bit.io. Maybe we'll do a video on that later. And then CodeRabbit won by developer choice within the team. And CodeRabbit is doing the initial level of PR reviewing for us. And that's quite amazing. Imagine AI writes the code and AI reviews the code, and then towards the end, a human gets involved to just proofread and review if everything's okay. So that kind of brings down the overhead on your development cost and everything.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know it sounds a bit weird and lame, but sort of where the future is leaning towards.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to development, I feel like everything is sort of weird and lame. Right? So
why are we even coding, man? What is life?
Yeah.
Every program is dilemma. All right, that's the end of the video. We don't have anything else. We have work to do, so we're gonna go.
Please, we are pretty busy, guys. Come on.
We don't have time to make this video. It'll probably be just this video, which we don't know. But if we have time,
hopefully we'll be back with more.
Hopefully. I don't know, man. I'm busy for another 2 weeks. All right. Hopefully we'll be able to do a few more videos. Well, this is what we do. We just hang around in front of a screen, which we have been doing for the last 5 years, and we just want to now record the same thing that we do and just record it and put it out, so we can share it with everyone. And hopefully we'll come up with new videos. And we do have our individual interview videos. We're doing a sort of a docu-series on certain topics by bringing in people and having a chat with them. We'll be uploading that soon as well. And let's see what's going to happen next.
Yeah. All right.
Peace out.
Yeah.